Without a doubt, the move towards sustainable practices in architecture, engineering, and construction, AEC, is being fueled by the push for net zero carbon emissions, as well as increasing legislative requirements at the national and European levels. Regional laws and international goals. The UN Sustainable Development Goals 6 and the Circular Economy business model they are based on demonstrate that sustainability is a top priority for everyone. The European Green Deal promotes sustainability across all aspects of society. The Green Deal calls for a 55% decrease in greenhouse gas emissions compared to 1990 levels in order for Europe to become the first continent to reach climate neutrality by 2050. In order to contribute to achieving the building and renovation objectives outlined in the European Green Deal, the European construction industry must comply with the relevant Energy Directives 8 and ensure that all new structures are net zero energy buildings, and ZEB. UK and Nordic nations embrace environmental sustainability. In the UK, where all new homes and non-domestic structures must be zero carbon ready by 2025, building information modeling, BIM, a critical element of green building, is required on public projects. The Nordic Sustainable Construction Initiative aims to establish the Nordic region as a leader in green building by implementing an integrated strategy that includes life cycle assessment, circular business models, sustainable materials, emission-free sites, and much more. Everywhere in the Middle East and Africa, sustainable living is practiced. Several Middle Eastern countries, including Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, have made green building standards mandatory, and others, like the United Arab Emirates, strongly recommend them. Organizations like the African Alliance for Sustainable Cities and Built Environments, 9, are promoting the adoption of green building practices throughout the region, much like South Africa, which mandates energy efficiency standards for all new construction. However, more change is required than just through legislation. According to our research, digital sustainability, driving sustainable practices, social pressure from partners, customers, and employees has a greater impact on the adoption of sustainable practices than legal requirements. The path to net zero. Most building companies are aware of the value of having open environmental records when trying to attract and retain new customers. In addition, partner and customer expectations and legal requirements are subordinate to market pressures. Embracing innovation in construction. For safe, efficient green building, the newest innovations must be used. Using design for manufacture and assembly, DFMA, or 3D printing, for instance, can be a smart choice when creating prefab homes and other modular structures. A common data environment for shared project data on every construction project leads to increased productivity, fewer errors, less rework, lower costs, and less waste, as well as complete process transparency. We can show the effect we have on the environment by utilizing construction management software. This may be a tactic we employ to persuade customers and business partners to adopt environmentally friendly behaviors. To create a fully circular energy system, sustainable energy sources must be used to power buildings. We need to go beyond just using less carbon and gradually phase it out of construction. By incorporating off-site manufacturing practices into BIM models, we can use technology to track, monitor, and manage our sustainability efforts on projects. Employ digital twins and BIM, building information modeling, BIM, is a thorough procedure for producing and managing data for any constructed object. For projects in the public sector, 12 European nations already have a BIM mandate, or active BIM program, and the EU BIM Task Group, which was supported by the European Commission, included representatives from 21 nations. As a result, the design and construction teams can work more productively and gather information that will be useful for operations and maintenance in the future. Digital twins allow for a less resource-intensive and more flexible approach to planning and design, because they also function as physical prototypes. They aid in maximizing efficiency and optimizing energy consumption by tracking, measuring, and managing building activities, operations, and maintenance. Utilize tools like Autodesk Green Building Studio to run simulations of a building's performance to increase energy efficiency and move the project closer to carbon neutrality earlier in the design process. Lean construction should be used to achieve zero waste. Lean and contemporary construction methods can promote sustainability, cost savings, and better client outcomes by reducing errors, eliminating waste, and enhancing quality. Most construction firms believe this trend will continue as they improve their best collaborative, hands-on lean building processes. To sum up, Consumer Trading Organization Limited will keep hosting additional concepts.